Hi crafters, I'd like to share with you this fun pocket fold gift card. Works great for sticking a little money in it. And to start with this card, we're just going to use the diagonal score plate. I'm sure you can see this here, and you're going to score it at a diagonal at 2 3/4. This is just to get your little tips. You're going to flip it over and you're going to score it again. Again, that's just to get your little tips in there. And then we're done. Now, if you don't have a diagonal score plate, I'm sure you can do this with a regular scoreboard by just tipping your paper at an angle. Okay, so our next piece we're going to need, and this, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mention, this is the Sweet Sugarplum paper, just a regular cardstock size. And this is the Playful Palette Designer Series paper. It comes in a 6x6 pack, and it is awesome for doing little pieces on cards like this. We're going to be using excuse me, both sides of the same design for this card. Then we're just going to take a little bit of the tape and tear and tape, whichever way it's named, and we're going to adhere this card down so it's not going to open, other than we're going to have that little pocket. This stuff is so much nicer than that red sticky tape. It was well named sticky tape. Okay. So then I'm also going to put a little piece behind here to hold these together. So you're just going to take a little piece of scrap paper that you have, about as wide as the tape and tear. And go ahead and adhere this right where you're going to put your design on here. I just, it holds this together a little bit better, so it doesn't want to pop up on you. Okay. Now, if I forgot to tell you, this is a 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. And these are 2.5 inches square. And then you just cut it on the diagonal. Now, if you're doing this with a floral pattern or something, just remember that if you have a pattern that has a direction, you aren't going to be able to cut these triangles and use them this way, because one will go each direction. So you want to do like the floral pattern up here on the little triangles and something with lines down there if you have both. Okay. Now we're going to take the Dapper Denim, which is one of the new in colors, and we're going to take the Celebrate from the My Hero stamp set, and we're going to make a banner. And then we're also going to take the My Hero Shield. I think this is just awesome, this new Ronald McDonald House stamp set. There. And that's it for our stamping. Now, one other thing you can do is take one of your in-color markers that matches this, and I like to just go and like outline the edge of the shield, just to give it a little bit of depth. I'm a little shaky tonight. Okay, another thing that looks really cute is if you take and stamp the shield again on a different color, and then cut out that number 1 and then pop it up again. Or you can also color in the number 1. Another cute thing to do with these stamp sets that have the little dashes or shadows around the letters is to just go ahead and do a fine outline where the dashes are along the letters to make the shadows stand out a little bit. Just go ahead and go wild and get creative with your coloring. You can also do that with the Celebrate. Go ahead and fill it in a little bit. You know, and it doesn't even have to be like super filled in, like you've colored every square inch of the letter. You can just kind of randomly throw some lines down. And then, of course, if you haven't bought the punch yet, you get to cut. Now, the last step, if you're not counting putting the money on it, is just to take a few dimensionals and align this little baby up. And then to make it easier to put your cash, because that's the cool part, right? The cash. Highlight it. Go ahead and put this up towards the top a little bit, and when I put mine down, I like to, I kind of center it, but give it a little bit of like a extra. Put a wrinkle in it. And you can do your signature on the back, because of course your card doesn't open, and there's your lovely little pocket. So hope you've enjoyed this card. If I forgot to tell you, a fellow demonstrator, Sharon Bennett, shared this with me. She's also another very creative person. You could check out her videos as well. Hop on over to my my store if you want to purchase any of these supplies. And if you make some of these cards, I would love to see them. So share your link with me or send me an email and let me know how they turned out for you. Or if you have any questions, also give me a shout. I'd be glad to help you out on it. Thanks for stopping by the Roost, and hope to see you again sometime soon.